Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of this war of mine. Now, we've been getting through this war of ours quite successfully so far, but things have been getting a little bit troublesome lately. We're gonna send Bruno down to go have a nap. People have been fighting in amongst themselves. Roman and Bruno fought earlier, and Roman got injured. We've had a lot of morale issues, as well as moral issues, as we've had people deciding whether or not to steal from the poor or steal from the undefended. Steal from those who are just helping their family. And overall, we've had some questionable problems. But there's only so much we can do about them. At the moment, we're in the middle of trying to keep ourselves safe. We have 4 people here in our base. We have Arica, we have Bruno, we have Roman, and we have Zlata. And things are going pretty well here. We still have a decent supply of food, although it is rapidly dwindling. We have a very good supply of medications. Somebody is at the door, though. And let's see what they want. Roman. No. Roman, you're gonna go take a look at this and see what they want. Roman's not a big on helping people, though. Who's this? Thank goodness you're here, they say. Are you the person who was helping us earlier? Can you help me board up my windows? I live nearby with my daughter. I've heard rumors of looters pillaging houses and raping women. I can lock the doors, but they can get inside through the windows. Can you help me board them up? My husband was taken by the rebels in the first year of the war and hasn't returned yet. We're all alone. Please, help us. Absolutely I will, but I'm not going to send Roman to do it. Give me a second. Zlata, you're going to go help these people. Yes, I can help you board up your windows. Zlata, go help them. Now, Roman's going to be like, "Brrr! Securing our neighbor's house is not our problem. Zlata shouldn't have gone there." I know. She's not going to like it. Bruno's not going to like it. I'm not happy Zlata went to spend the night at our neighbor's house. We need everyone to guard the shelter and scavenge. Of course, you guys didn't like it. What about you, Arica? We couldn't leave our neighbor without help. She was really scared. Interestingly enough here, this is not relevant to the actual situation, because they were the same response earlier when it was helping anybody else, but... Roman, you are not doing too good, are you? You're gonna go have a nap in the comfy chair. But, both of the men were not too concerned about her safety, but both of the women were. Arica and Zlata both cared about what happened to that woman. Hopefully we'll be able to protect them, and hopefully nothing terrible happens to Zlata while she's away. I could have sent Arica instead, but I think we're better off like this. Arica is who we're going to bring next time to sneak into that house, because Arica can sneak quietly, so she'll be able to get in without causing too much of a disturbance. So hopefully it'll all work out. Let's take a look-see here on the radio. Ooh. The rebel and government forces are engaged in violent skirmishes throughout the city. Some areas have been completely cut off, while others witness heavy fighting. So it looks like the streets are even more blockaded now? Due to recent shortages, the prices of cigarettes and tobacco have become exceedingly high. Many people need cigarettes to calm down, but how can they be calm knowing how much they must pay for them? Well, I would love to take advantage of this boom to sell off a bunch of cigarettes, but we need them. It's cool outside, with clouds and possibly rainfall. Our advice for cold evenings is, grab a good book and a hot cup of tea and relax in your armchair by the fireplace. Oh, radio, you are so inappropriate to the horrible times in which our characters live. Turn on the radio, have a nice little sit there, Roman, and we're going to see what else we can do. We still haven't gotten any food from this trap, which is not very good. We don't have a whole lot else we need to be doing here either, which isn't great. I might bandage up Roman, so he's in better shape. Arica's awake now. I'm surprised we haven't gotten anything from this trap, though. It's been several days. That's not great. Let's hop up this way quickly and see what we have with regards to our other gear here. But yeah, we burned through our cigarettes super fast, so I don't think we can afford to give any away. Now in here, we don't have much else we need, except perhaps for an herbal garden or for a moonshine still. That would let us use some of our spare water to actually make trade goods, which would be very valuable to us, but I don't think that's worth it right now. I'd love to feed you guys, but until you get to very hungry, I don't think it's ever worth it. She's smoking already, yep. None of them are sad, which is good, since they've got their cigarettes now. Except for, Roman. He's still freaked out, though, I think, about murdering those people earlier. I'd love to bring a shovel so we could get through those piles of rubble in their basement more effectively. I don't like going here at all, though. This whole place is very upsetting to me. I don't want to go. We might go to the other house today and see if we can do anything there without making the people who live there very upset. But I don't have a whole lot of options at the moment. The war has cut off where we can go, and we need supplies. We may need to go ruin some people's lives. As much as we've been trying to avoid doing that, it may become required. Alright, let's end our day, and we'll deal with what we have to deal with. Oh good, new locations have become available. The hotel, the city hospital, military outpost, okay. What do we see here? The hotel. Pogarin Travel Agency used to own this small yet luxurious hotel. The owners fled the city just before the siege, along with the foreign journalists who had been staying there. Someone moved in there recently and spread the news that he was willing to barter. Maybe he has something useful to us. And there's also the city hospital. It's been shelled several times. There was a fire and numerous bandit raids, and yet it still operates. Some wards still admit patients and save lives, mostly thanks to Dr. Jelamau, a renowned surgeon who remains steadfast and keeps the others in line. Interesting. Then there's a military outpost. Those who aim at each other during the day often trade with each other at night. These soldiers have a lot of goods and they're willing to trade, especially for alcohol or cigarettes. But be careful, you never know what to expect from them. Thankfully, we can't go there anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. We're probably going to go to the city hospital and see if we can gather materials and food and stuff from there. We have a lot of medical supplies, so we might even be able to trade with them to get good stuff. They might need some. Since they're running a hospital, I bet you they would quite happily acquire some medical supplies. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go send Bruno to scavenge. We're going to have Arika guard, and Broman's going to sleep in bed. Bruno's going to go take a look around. Actually, no, we're going to send Roman to scavenge and see if they'll maybe give him some free healing. They might be willing to patch him up there. Even he only is slightly wounded, but we'll see. And then we can see if we can grab some supplies from there, and then we can go back with somebody and give them some supplies in exchange. That might be much better than going back to the small apartment building and risking getting people angry at us again. This seems like it's a much better option for us. Let's go to the city hospital with Roman and see what happens. We're not going to bring anything with us. We're just going to go take a look around. So, let's go, Roman. Well, there's a can already. What's in here? Hello. There's an worrying-looking armed guy. Doesn't look to be hostile to us. Careful, pal. I got my eye on you. I'm sure you do. Well, thankfully, there's a lot of piles of rubble down here. We got sick people. Ooh, he's missing an arm. That looks painful. We should be able to take from these rubble piles with no problem, though, so this is actually perfect for us. Oh, what? Canned food? Okay. This place looks like it's going to be great for us. Roman, grab some more supplies. We haven't let Roman go out since last he killed people. More food? Oh my goodness. This place is great. Wow, there's some theft. We don't want to steal from these people, obviously. Because they seem to be quite happy to let us come in here and take all this stuff, which is really good for us. Let's take a look around this place. Is there anything else of value in here that we could get? You don't want to cause trouble here, trust me. I bet you they've got a bunch of guards who will just shoot us if we cause any trouble. What's this? You don't seem to need my help. Okay, so you can get healed by these people if you're wounded. That's interesting. So since he's only slightly wounded, it doesn't heal him here. But that's really interesting. So there's a bunch of these cabinets that we could steal from if we want to cause trouble, which we don't. Are there any other supplies here we can easily get, though? That do not count as theft? That's theft as well. Everything here looks like it's theft. What's in this pile of rubble, since we're here already? More components of various types. I'll take them for now. What's over here? Please behave. You're in a hospital. I'm just doing a bit of jogging. More food. Yes, please. This stuff is all great. I might leave the herbs behind and take some more of this stuff. There is a lot of good supplies in here, though. This is good stuff for us. Very nice. Let's put the herbs back, and we'll take another stack of components. We have a lot of components compared to wood, but wood's easier to get if we can use an axe on things. Anything good in here? This might be medication, in fact. This one looks like a little cabinet. No, food, though. Oh, and mechanical components? Oh, man. The hard choices here. I want to take these mechanical components instead. I'll leave the food for now. We'll hopefully come back and get it another day. What's up on the top floor? Anything good? There's a cabinet here, which I assume is locked. I don't want to mess with that right now. Yeah, that guard does not like us very much. We got a bed here we can loot. There's not a whole lot of stuff left here. Nothing but useless trash. Okay, what's this? Some more components in wood. Okay, so this is actually a good place. We got a bunch of good supplies out of here. There wasn't a whole lot of loose medical supplies, sadly. They're not quite as rich as that. Is there anybody here that wants us to trade with them or anything like that? Anybody who wants medical supplies? Ah. If you have medicine or bandages, this guy will trade with us. Does he have anything good to trade? Cigarettes, coffee... not really. He doesn't really have anything super valuable. It might be worth coming back here, trading some things with Sandu here, the doctor. But I don't know. We'll see. We might come back and make a donation to these guys later. We have nothing to give them right now, though. Nothing they care about. Food they'd like, but it's not as, I'm sure, not as valuable as actually... why are you bothering? You're polite. Not as valuable as actually giving medicine. Let's get out of here, though, Roman. We got a lot of good stuff. Let's leave here, and hopefully the fighting comes to a close soon, so we can go to other locations rather than having to keep scavenging the same places over and over again. Hopefully Roman's happy about the supplies he got as well. Hopefully that cheers him up a little bit. Kinda counting on it right now, because he's not in great shape mentally. There we go. Roman had been searching for supplies and brought back some interesting things, and Zlata helped our neighbor board up her house and return safely. Excellent. Zlata's back without no problems at all. Alright, let's see what Roman thinks. His story, ooh. The worst thing about the fights in Pogorin was that you never knew if the man whom you passed in the street wasn't working for the enemy. So I told my men to be extra suspicious. Better to shoot one more guy than to let him turn around and stab you in the back. Ooh, alright. Well, Zlata, you are not in great shape. Grab some food and go to sleep, lady. You are not doing well. Ooh, boy. We may want to make a heater soon, because it's probably going to start getting cold. We don't want to not have the supplies for that. Go to bed, Zlata. Alright, Bruno is fine. Arika is fine. We got food in the trap! Aha! Look at that, it just converted. Alright, Bruno, go grab that food. It's not the best food, but it is food, and that's the important thing. And Roman, you're hungry, slightly wounded, sad, and tired, so you're gonna go have a nap as well. We're lucky we caught anything in here, even though it's not great for us, necessarily. Put some more fertilizer in there, and hopefully we catch our next food a lot quicker. Does anybody else have anything to say? I'm always surprised when the person who goes to help people has nothing to say about it. Like, Zlata hasn't had anything to say, except for once in the whole time she's been here, which is very weird. Bruno could go cook, but we have no vegetables now, so I'm not super keen on cooking when we can't get the full value out of our food. Arika, have a sit. Bruno, check the radio for me. Let's see if the situation is changing. It's still cool, so the weather's changing for the colder. Cigarette and tobacco prices are still high. Still skirmishes around the city. Alright. Let's leave that then. No new events are happening, so that's at least something for us. Let's take a look. No, don't upgrade it. Not enough wood to upgrade anyway. How much does it take to build us a stove? 6 wood and 18 components. That's a lot of components and stuff, but I think we're going to want this eventually, because it's going to start getting colder. I want a guitar, but we just haven't found a broken guitar anywhere to trade for. What about this? We could potentially... No, we still don't have enough weapon parts to make anything interesting here. And I don't think we have enough of anything really to make any good cigarettes. Oh, we have enough to make 4 more cigarettes. Okay, we'll make those 4 cigarettes because that'll make people happy. We'll also make some roll-up cigarettes since we have the homegrown tobacco already. We don't have much, but it'll still help. And Arica, I think you're going to make us a heater because we're going to need one. I don't necessarily like making it right now because it does use components and things we could otherwise use. I guess we'll wait until it gets colder. We just hope we have the supplies when it comes down to it. I'm going to send you down to have a nap, Arica. I need you to be ready for tomorrow night if we're not going back to that hospital today. We'll see, I suppose. Alright, we finished that. Let's come back here and make the roll-up cigarettes. We can make 8 of those. They're not quite as good, but they should keep our people happy, and that's the important thing right now. All of our smokers need to have some kind of cigarettes, otherwise they're going to start freaking out again. And it looks like Roman is calming down now. He's still sad, but he's not as sad as he was. Okay, Zlata's no longer very tired, so that's good. Things are definitely looking up here again. We're in better shape. Our food situation is still not amazing, but we're in better shape than we were. Our meds is still a very good situation, though. That's very, very solid for us. Oh, I hope that woman comes back the next day and gives us some kind of thank you, even just says thank you for helping her fix up her house. Or maybe we'll get some more of her storyline as she comes back again. We'll see, at least. So we've fixed up some more cigarettes to make our people happy. Alright, well, we're coming close to the end of the day, I suspect. There's not a whole lot else here that we need necessarily to do. We don't have a whole lot else we really can do, honestly. People are sleeping, which is good, getting their rest in. Can we make... No, we still don't have enough wood. Oh, it's 30 wood for an herbal garden. Oh baby. Okay, that's not going to be happening anytime soon then. As much as I'd love to get another herbal garden going so we could grow some vegetables, that's a lot of requirements there. We could make a moonshine still, though, and I think I might do that today. Start making some trade materials for ourselves. Let's put the moonshine still downstairs. How many spots are there down here? 1, 2, 3? Like 4 spots down there. Interesting. Let's put the moonshine still down here. We can start producing some moonshine, all the sugar and things we've been collecting, and all the water we have, and that should let us have some things to actually trade with. Eventually we'll be able to refine it into actual pure alcohol like we had earlier, and that will help us a lot better, but this is a good place to start at least. Looks like Arica's not tired anymore, so that's fine. I don't have much for her to do, though. I don't think we have any filters left. I might make a couple more of those while we're here, because we're going to need some if we're going to make alcohol. So we're going to run over here and make some filters. How many filters do we have? We have none. Okay, we're going to make another 5 filters, which takes almost all of our components, which isn't a very good idea. Let's take 3 of them. It takes about half of our components, but at least we'll have some left over. And our moonshine still. We can make some moonshine here. This takes fuel, water, and sugar, so we can easily make a whole bunch of these. 5 is apparently the most you can make at once, though, because we have more than enough of these materials to make more. We're going to start producing 4 moonshine. Can you... hang on. This is making fuel like normal. Interesting. Okay. So let's start producing 5 moonshine. We are running low on fuel, but hopefully it doesn't become a real problem. We'll see. That's a step closer to having trade goods. Oh boy. Now we don't need the filters to make this step, we need the filters to refine them, so I guess we don't need them right now, but it'll be useful for later. People are all waking up. Roman's not tired either, he's just in bed because he's recovering from his wound. Alright, I think we just end this day then, and we'll do what we need to do in the next day. Here goes nothing. Profitable day, though. We got our stuff on the go. Alright, I think we're going to go back to the city hospital one more time. We're going to send Zlata. We're going to give her a couple meds to trade. And we're going to hopefully acquire some other goods there. We're still very low on safe options. Hotel might be our next choice. But we're going to go one more time back to the hospital, grab all the stuff we've left behind, and do a little bit of trading, maybe. So, let's prepare to scavenge with Zlata. We're going to have Bruno and Erica guard, and we'll end our day here. If we can get a bit of food from this guy, that would be good. Now, we have bandages, we have real medication. I'd rather give them herbal meds. I don't know. Let's take... Oh, they don't stack better than 2. Alright, let's take... I want to take 3 herbal meds to trade, and we'll see if we can get anything good out of them. And we'll go scavenge. Or 4, I guess, since I'm taking 2 stacks anyway. And we'll go do some scavenging and see if we can get anything good here. Let's go, Zlata. You have our best storage space. You're one of our better trade people. Hello there, guard. We're not here to make any trouble. I've got some goods to trade with you. Let's come on over this way, do some trading with this guy, and see what we can get from him. Alright, you don't have any food. You have less stuff than you did before, don't you? Or is this the same stuff? I don't know now. You can choose something for exchange or just help the hospital. Well, we're gonna trade you some stuff, because I can't afford to just give everything away. I'll take all your components. And I'll take your coffee. And your cigarettes. And... oh, that's too much. And the sugar, maybe? This is a lot of inventory space already. The coffee isn't necessarily great for us. Can we take something else instead? The cigarettes aren't great either, but they're better than nothing. Take the sugar instead of the coffee, maybe. No, it's too much. Okay, they don't want to give us much sugar. We will give them 2 meds for all these supplies. It's an honest exchange. Not necessarily the expected donation, but if you're expecting a donation, Sandu, you're expecting too much. Deal. The patients will appreciate it. I'm sure they will. Alright, now we gotta jog around this place and steal... You've lost so many patients. That's sad. Jog around this place and steal all the supplies that nobody actually cares about. Now, these cabinets look like they're privately owned, but I can't tell. Let's just interact with one and see what happens. It's locked, yeah. It's an excerpt from the damage report after one of the shellings. General surgery. 32 patients, 3 killed, 12 wounded. Neurology. 13 patients, 0 killed, 2 wounded. Children's ward. 34 patients, 32 killed, 2 wounded. Intensive care, 55 patients, 9 killed, 10 wounded. Seems that the children's ward took the most damage. And that's of course though it would be. 32 out of 34 children killed, 2 wounded. That's awful. Alright, let's look around this place. I'm sure there's a couple more supplies we've left behind that we can come back and gather now. Let's go hunt around for whatever little bits of rubbish we left around the place. Do we leave anything in here? I don't remember. We have plenty of time to go back and look around for more junk that we may or may not have left. No, that's privately owned stuff we can't take. Is there junk left in here? I think there's a bit of components and stuff in one of these rooms that we left. Here's some junk. The junk is what we're looking for. Components and wood are what we're after right now. There's a bit more. This is probably going to be all we get, though. These last two things, I think, are all we have. There we go. That's basically everything. We could drop one component from one more wood. We'll see what else is in here, though. If there's more components than wood, we'll take the components. Oh, it's more wood. Okay. We'll drop one component then for 2 more wood. Is there anything else of value in here while we're here? I don't think so. We basically got it all. I don't know what he's looking for in there. I don't remember what was in there, though. Some of the personnel died, but some just left. It's a sad, sorry state of affairs we're in. I think this is the last lootable thing in here. I don't see much of value. There's a little bit more wood, a little bit more components, but the things we have we want to keep, so we're just going to leave them. You've got your eye on me? Well, it's going to be tricky when you're asleep, isn't it? Let's get out of here. I think we've got everything we're going to take today. We got a pretty decent haul, even though we did give away some meds for it. But it was a lot of meds that we weren't using, and I'm sure this hospital would benefit from them greatly. I'm amazed how nobody has gotten sick yet. We're 15 days in, and no one is sick. It's amazing. Just amazing. Alright, more supplies are required. Day 16 it is. Let's see if things change again. But we had a really good haul again. What happened overnight? Did we get raided? We got raided. Uh-oh. Someone came at night to take our things by force. Zlata had been searching for supplies and brought back some things, and someone tried to rob us. They must have been more scared than us, who managed to fend them off. Thankfully, we were all armed. None of us were wounded, and the attackers didn't steal anything. We were able to defend ourselves. We used 4 more ammo to fend them off, though. We must be running low. How much ammo do we have? 12 bullets left. We got a good amount. Huh. Okay, well that's something. Let's get Zlata. You know what, we're gonna have to end this episode here, I think. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing some more of this war of mine for you. If you've enjoyed the episode, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, bye-bye.